What up with the Siccness.net? It's your boy Coop, man. You know what time it is. We back at it, man. This time, we're going to keep it sickness. Let's hop off into the 916 with a young boss, a young entrepreneur as always, man. What's up with you, JDK? How you doing, man?
In the lab, man, working Coop. It's been a long time. What's going on with it, my nigga? What's happening?
Oh, man, it's been a long time. You like you said, but, you reached out. We reaching back. We're going to get this gap closed in between us and, put the people up on what you got going on. I know you got this. I've been peeping you for a long time. You've been hustling this magazine when it ain't really like, a magazine game left. For a lot of people that dropped out and you still booming. You got this Sac Report, man. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that? How you put that together and how long it's been running and what's going on today.
Well, the Sac Report is a free publication. You know what I'm saying? We put that out 2011. You know what I'm saying? One thing I learned about the game is you can't be stuck in one zone. With motherfuckers know me for the music, Coop, all these years. And that's one thing that's a bonus on top of this magazine shit. But I really looked at it like a lot of people needed, opportunities with the independent game. So I figured out I had relationships in these streets that went past, rap music and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm from Sac, I'm able to cross the bridge, go to the Bay, go to some of these neighborhoods out there in L.A. and different shit like that, and get certain motherfuckers involved. And not even that, as we start working, it really much, it grew because it wasn't just so much of a rap thing. We provided an opportunity for models and, community representation for authors, for young people that's just hustling that got other shit going on outside of just, rap music, because you got to think out the box. But it's been successful. We put out 14 issues so far independently. Shouts out to, all my staff members and everybody that work with me. From the social networks to the websites and shit, it's been a good look, You
said it's a free publication. Now, when you said, man, I want to go ahead and do something for the rap game or do something for my business, and taking the time out of your own hustle and your own money and printing this magazine up, for the young businessmen out there, can you kind of explain the route to that road that you took to do that and why?
Well, really, like I said, the reason why I made it a free publication because, you can't charge a motherfucker for everything in life. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it like some of these artists and these businesses are struggling. You know what I'm saying? We in a fucked up ass economy. So therefore, I try to provide a facelift for some of these youngsters, for some of these growing businesses and, different people that had different things going on and do it at a reasonable rate. To where all they do is really pay for the, for the advertisement, and then we do the street work. We don't sell it on the streets. We give it to the streets. You see what I'm saying? We built a website so we can put the businesses and the artists and different people, that's involved around the whole pilot, on these social networks. And now what didn't happen is we got a lot of sponsorship, with people, because with the grind comes shine, Coop. You understand me? I come from the streets. So I took that same method and put it into a business measurement, you know what I'm saying? And we got Royal Blunts, we got the Bay Area Hair Divas, we have music that pays. A lot of people took interest in what we was doing from the streets to the social media to the radio stations. And, like I said, I've come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was able to put out 15 issues of a magazine independently with just motherfuckers believing in me. Graphic designers, shouts out to Swag and DJ Mighty Mike and, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Derek B. He helped me do a lot. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with him.
Man, he's been real instrumental in this rap game for a lot of people for a lot of years. Shout out to Derek.
He actually, helped me with the blueprint for the whole, situation as far as the Sac Report went. Just really, like I said, I'm able to cross the bridge. I'm not a motherfucker that just stays stuck in his neighborhood. So when I start looking into a few of these channels, it was just an opportunity to where he was like, look, I work with these Bay Area magazines. I got the brown pages. I got a few things going. So you know what I'm saying? You got your city, Sacramento. You know what I mean? The whole little situation. Put your feet down and start giving people some facelifts. And I took that momentum and that ideal and just blew that situation into an empire to where we got DVDs, we got T-shirts. We throw events in the community to where we feed motherfuckers, give them hot dogs and free magazines and whatever merchandise that we may have to give out to the streets. You know what I'm saying? We try to give back as much as possible.
Now, with these articles involved in this magazine, the Sac Report, what are some of the things that you covering? Are you just covering artists? Are you covering things in the community?
Well,
the content.
I can give you a breakdown of some of the things that we, pretty much are into. We have like the community representation is for political and community issues, because there's real shit going on in the community, Q. You got youngsters getting slayed at 8 and 11 years old, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't just about, looking at some broads and a bunch of rappers and hip-hopsters and all that kind of shit. I want to be well-rounded and well-grounded. So that's what the community representation is about. It's for anybody who really got something to say. Now, it's a church on every street in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? So, preaching, choirs, and different things like that, that's another section. That'll be our gospel section. Now, the nightlife don't stop without the DJs, so we got to have a DJ spotlight, you know what I'm saying? And people do love women, so we got to have a She Got It model, you know what I'm saying? We do the urban eateries, which is our section for, like, food. We got the spoken translations for the poets. We do the music and review column, which is ran by, a young lady by the name of Felicia K, First Lady. She actually works at a, L.A. radio station out there. And basically that's another outlet for artists and people who have different things going on. You know what I'm saying? We review they albums. Every issue we have 2 pages that we take, and it's called the music and review column. So, and these are people from all over the world. Our last issue we had 50 Cent, Mariah, a little bit of everybody, in there as far as reviewing these different albums and shit like that. You feel me?
Now, for anyone who wants to get some advertising or do any type of business with the Sac Report, how do they get in contact with you or any of the staff members and head to the proper channels?
I mean, basically, we have an office situation to where all you got to do is just contact 916-376-7266. I mean, we pretty much advertise for all, you know what I mean? We provide interviews. We do album promotions and more. Authors, journalists. We do TV, entertainment, reality shows, the whole shit. And what we like to do is if they need consistent advertisement, we have packages and different situations that we can set them up. I mean, we pressing up 25,000 each issue. Our social network reaches out of control, from Instagram to Twitter to Facebook. So, I mean, really, like I said, it's beyond my city. It's a situation that got bigger than me, and I'm just providing this for a lot of these dudes and people, young ladies, males, people that need that kind of facelift and advertisement. We rocking for them. You feel me?
Now, what is this? A monthly, a quarterly mag, or what?
Well, based on professionalism reasons, we try to take two months between time to put everything together, you know what I'm saying, just to really have it situated. So every 2.5 months, we've been releasing these issues consistently. Our next issue is actually finna come out this month. So, I mean, that'll be a good look. We got Black Market on the cover, you know what I'm saying. They sold 4 million records at one point independently. You know what I'm saying? We got the city council on the back, this dude, he from my hood. He running for something in the neighborhood, something that's positive. So he was able to put his business, in the community representation section. You see what I'm saying?
You're not only just a businessman, you also an artist as well. You got many projects out right now. Just go ahead and update us, man. From the old to the current right now. What you got going on? You said you got about 6 projects available right now on digital and hard copies, right?
Right. Well, I mean, Coop, motherfucker got to be built for this shit. You know what I'm saying? This music shit will swallow you up if you ain't got a sense of reality about what you're doing in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in this shit just to be no hipster or, do this shit for no hobby. You know what I'm saying? I came up under some good business, man, and they left me with some jewels and some certain things and some real street niggas that was able to put me down. My brother Root, dog, we ran them streets kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to just be up under a lot of knowledge, Nucci, Who You With record, shouts out to Who You With, because who you with is who you know. It's real motherfuckers around me. So, cool, what I did was instead of just wanting to be a rapper, I built my musical empire. I didn't want to work for nobody, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't really see me going through a lot of these bigger corporations than the corporations I need to be dealing with. because I have the mentality like fuck the middleman, you know what I'm saying? But I got 6 projects out right now, you know, and my last joint is Last Boss Respected. You know, I got the boy Ryder J. Clyde on there. I got San Quinn on there. You know, several other artists that people are familiar with, but it's 20 bangers, you know, nothing but good music all the way through that motherfucker, you feel me? It's at Rasputin's. It's at Dimple record stores. All my music is sold online, you know, through Empire Distribution. Shouts out to Empire, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can get all my shit. Just type in my name, JDK the UndaBoss, and everything gonna come right up.
And you say you also on the road right now. You and Work Dirty from Sick with It Camp.
I've been rocking with the young crowd, the new crowd, any crowd that got a crowd. You know what I'm saying? Me and Work Dirty rocking tomorrow. We're gonna be at we're gonna be at the Boardwalk. You know what I'm saying? And really, what it is, you know, a lot of these younger artists come through here, man. And I, you know, like I said, I ain't too much older than them, but I've been around the game for a long time. So game, respect game. You know what I mean? When you come somewhere, I'm gonna meet you at the middle point if we on the same page. So I just respect these young niggas' hustles, you know, Be the Weeders and Work Dirties and all these young hyenas I see out here that's hungry. And when it's time for me to get in and step up and do what I need to do, I'm going to show up and play my part every time. You know what I'm saying? So we rocking at the Boardwalk tomorrow. You know, I'm finna get on the road and hit Atlanta. I got some shit going on in Seattle right now, you know, and a couple other states where I've been really doing groundwork and just keeping my eyes open at. And we finna flood these markets, man, and make good music and touch these people.
Man, you know, I done been covering a lot of stuff, you know, from that's been going on in Sac. You know, it was real funky out there at one time. I remember what I had just interviewed Lavish D.
I followed all of that. I followed all that with Lav and the Juice and all that shit. That's what I'm saying. So give me that one, and I give it to you.
And you going on, you know, and then, you know, right following that interview, you know, I get a email from a local newspaper out of Sacramento, you know, and I'm checking this shit out, and it's like what, some odd 28 shootings or something in a weekend.
Right.
So I mean, the state of Sacramento right now, man.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I mean, certain shit come and certain shit go. You know, I don't really think, you know, a lot of the bullshit that was going on was a city thing. I think it was just personal situations. And sometimes when people iron them personal situations out, like, man, it's money to be made. You know, what really need to go on is Sacramento need to pay attention to how these other markets is doing it. These Atlantas and New Yorks, and how the Bay even come together on a certain level. And we got to bring that youth, you know what I'm saying, and that OGism and all that shit back and bring everybody together, because it's a lot of money to be made. There's some big venues out here. It's real niggas out here. It's real money out here. This the capital of California. So everything come through this motherfucker. You feel me?
And everybody out there, shit, everybody moving out there. Everybody been moving out there.
It's so much money and so much economy out here. Like, I got my own studio. You know what I'm saying? Anybody come through, I got a thing now where anybody come through this motherfucker got to see me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know violent shit, just on some business shit. I want to make sure you comfortable and greet you like a real nigga supposed to greet you. When I come to your town, I want you to do me the same way. I just think really Sac needs to pay attention to what's going on in the world and stop trying to be like all these other niggas in these other towns, because there's some originality out here. If you listen to my music, Last Boss Respected, you gonna see this shit ain't just about, you know, cows and motherfuckers following motherfuckers and all that. It's some stand-up niggas, man, that'll go all the way out about what they believe in, from rap to the streets. And I'm one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I know some of them. So I'm just
not to cut you off, but I mean, you know, while you speaking on it, I mean, but the history of Sac, you know, like you were saying, originality, you know, you got the Brotha Lynch Hungs, the X-Rated, the C-Balls, the T-Nutties, the list goes on.
Right.
So what? I mean,
BG, you know what I'm saying? I can keep going. Homicide. It's so many motherfuckers.
So many
people. Name. I run into these dudes, and that's what, like, the Sac Report was about. You know what I'm saying? By having that publication, I was able to bring a foundation amongst our city again. And that's, you know, like, my magazine is one of the biggest things we got going on as far as this rap shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Every face that you wasn't seeing, you're going to see them again, you know. And then now what happened is it's a new generation that came up, and it's just new people, but they got to find better ways to get their music out there. You know, you got Buenos, and you got a lot of motherfuckers that's working hard, that's getting radio spins, and certain motherfuckers that's getting recognition out here, and they ain't really making it past a certain level because sometimes the industry don't want to accept it, and the streets can be selfish. A nigga like me, they don't call me the UndaBoss for nothing. I'm going to show up in your hood. I'm going to come to the record stores. I'm going to go to any city I need to get my point across. And like I said, I've been weeding out the talent and fucking with some real niggas. So we finna push this Sac thing real hard. Real hard. You feel me?
Who are some of the young and upcoming cats out of Sacramento right now that you looking at and you want the world to pay attention to?
Man, young boy Chewy, he go hard. C+ is a monster right now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Bueno going hard. Root Dog, he been working on some shit, you know what I mean? Because he got a solid foundation. He out there in Atlanta right now. Shouts out to big bro Root Dog. You know, Lace Lino is grinding like a motherfucker right now. Every time you see him, he got his merchandise. He ready to, you know, step to the plate and get down. You know, like I said, you know, Hollow Tip and the Mercenaries, they still mobbing. So it's a lot of people that's out here. You know, Smeek Dirty definitely, you know, he got a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers that I respect that have the type of talent to where they can go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this shit is not just about music. It's about artist development. You know what I mean? You got to be that nigga all the way around to get to where you want to go.
Man, it was a pleasure. JDK, I appreciate it.
Oh, Coop, I fucks with you.
Likewise, fam. You know that. For
this
real.
This shit well overdue, man. Needed Now Records in the motherfucking building, Sac Report. If you need advertisement, 916-376-7266. Shouts out to the whole MetaView, what I represent, Southside 6900. Y'all know what it is. Fuck with me, Coop, Siccness. Let's do this.